Genevieve here, reminding you to take some minutes for your mental health because you deserve it. Today, we're going to talk about another unhelpful thinking style. It is the tyranny of the shoulds. So it's when we say things like, I should do this, or I should be there, or I should feel this way. I should be grateful because I have all these wonderful things going for me in my life. I should be satisfied because I'm married and I have children. I should. And she should, and he should, and so on. That's unhelpful because it's not really grounded in reality, and it causes distress because it puts real shame and guilt upon our current location. So what we want to do is, of course, identify when we're having this way of thinking. We want to stop and we want to pause. We want to, remind ourselves to be kind to ourselves and compassionate, of course. And then we want to ask ourselves a few questions as it relates to the statement itself. We want to ask ourselves what is. So if something should be, then that implies that there's something not going on in the present. But we want to bring ourselves back to the present. So what is? Why? Because then we have autonomy. We have a control. We have an ability to do something about what is, not the shoulds. The shoulds are sort of abstract, conceptual, right? Without our ability to grasp and hold on to. So what is? Then we want to ask ourselves, well, who says? Who says we should? Who says she should? Who says that we should be a certain way? Usually it's an influential person in our lives that aren't, their opinions really not relevant or even appropriate within our situation right now. So then we want to ask ourselves, what can I? So what can I do about that should? So if I should feel a certain way, or I should be a certain way, or I should be doing a certain thing, or she should, or he should, then what can I actually do about that right now? Can I learn something new? Can I learn a skill? Can I grow in a particular area, right? Or can I let go of that should? Because it doesn't mean anything to me personally, because it doesn't look the same for me in my life, right? So we want to ask ourselves those questions, and then we want to combat and challenge that should way of thinking that puts us in a place of psychological distress and release ourselves to receive peace of mind. This has been your Mental Health Minute. I am Genevieve, reminding you that real life change is just around the corner, so start your journey today.